What if your next fortune isn't in gold, diamonds, or stocks, but hidden inside a stone the world forgot? These aren't your average gemstones. They're overlooked, underpriced, and rising in value fast. From secret mines in remote lands to stones mistaken for worthless pebbles, these hidden gems could be your ticket to a fortune. Welcome to Pro Gems, and today we're counting down the top 10 hidden gems that could make you a fortune. Let's uncover what the world has missed. 10 in Andalusite, the shape-shifting stone. You're holding a stone, you turn it slightly, and it changes color, from green to gold to red. This isn't magic, it's Andalusite, a gem so uniquely pleochroic, it looks like three stones in one. Named after Andalusia, Spain, this stone remained ignored for decades. Why? Because jewelers didn't understand its shifting colors. But now investors are waking up. In 2023, a fine-cut Andalusite surged from $100 to over $600 per carat, all because of rising interest in color-change gems. Andalusite is still massively undervalued and available in larger sizes. If you find one over 5 carats with sharp tricolor contrast, you might just be sitting on a future auction piece. They call it the chameleon stone for a reason, and chameleons always survive. 9 Hackmanite, the glowing mystery. Imagine buying a plain-looking pale gemstone, only to take it into the dark and watch it start glowing. That's Hackmanite, a rare variety of sodalite that exhibits tenebrescence, a phenomenon where the stone darkens when exposed to sunlight and regains its color in the dark. It's like a gemstone with memory. Collectors adore it, but investors, they're just getting started. With specimens selling from $80 to $1,200 per carat, especially those that glow strong red under UV, Hackmanite is on the rise. In fact, Greenland's rare violet Hackmanites were nearly depleted in 2022, and prices doubled. Hackmanite isn't just a hidden gem, it's a glowing opportunity. 8 Jeremejevite. One of the rarest crystals on Earth, can a gemstone be rarer than diamonds, sapphires, and emeralds combined? Yes, and it's called Jeremejevite. Discovered in the 1800s and barely available until the early 2000s, this gemstone exists in such small quantities that only a few thousand crystals have ever been found. A clean, faceted Jeremejevite over 2 carats can sell for over $10,000. But here's the twist. Many smaller ones are still mislabeled or uncut, hiding in mineral shops and auctions for under $500. Collectors are racing to get ahead before the world catches on. This gem isn't just rare, it's legendary. You don't buy Jeremejevite to wear it, you buy it to wait. 7 Rhodochrosite, the love stone of Argentina. If gemstones had hearts, Rhodochrosite would be the heartbeat. Loved for its intense pink-red glow and crystal swirls, this manganese carbonate is often mistaken for cheap crystal. But fine transparent stones are so rare, they've auctioned for over $2,000 per carat. The real story, in the late 1990s, Argentina's Capilitas mine, the main source, shut down. Since then, availability has dropped by over 80%. Now collectors are hunting for old stock stones and polished cabochons. The prices? Quietly rising. And those who collected in 2010? They've seen tripled returns in some markets. 6 Sphene, Titanite. The underdog with fire. What has more fire than a diamond, but most people have never heard of it? Sphene, also known as Titanite. Its light dispersion is higher than diamond, meaning it sparkles with a rainbow of fire in the light. Yet despite this brilliance, it's still sold for under $400 per carat in many cases. The challenge? It's soft, making it tricky for mainstream jewelry. But the payoff? Insane brilliance in collector displays and high-end custom pieces. As technology advances with better cutting methods, Sphene could break out. And when it does, early buyers will be glowing. 5 Painite, the myth made real. In 1957, a British gemologist discovered a strange reddish stone in Myanmar. It didn't match any known mineral, so he named it Painite, after himself. For over 50 years, only 3 crystals existed. Then, in the early 2000s, miners in Myanmar uncovered a small deposit, and the world realized Painite was real and ridiculously rare. Still today, only a few hundred faceted stones exist worldwide. Prices range from $10,000 to over $60,000 per carat, depending on clarity. But here's the twist. Many Painite specimens are still in museums, universities, and private vaults. If the mines dry up, and they're close, Painite could become unbuyable in the public market. For Grandidierite, the Billionaire's Aquamarine. Grandidierite is the kind of gem that stops collectors in their tracks. It's rare, it's mesmerizing, and until the 2000s, it wasn't available in jewelry at all. Discovered in Madagascar in 1902, Grandidierite is an extremely rare borosilicate mineral with brilliant blue-green tones. It's so rare that gem-quality material is usually less than 1 carat. But when Madagascar's southern mines hit a pocket of fine crystals in 2014, demand exploded. Top stones now reach $30,000 per carat, and supplies are tightening. Investment groups have quietly begun stockpiling Grandidierite, seeing it as a long-term store of value, especially since no major new source has emerged. It's not just rare, it's unrepeatable. 3. Musgravite, the stone that rewrites value. Imagine this, a gemstone so rare, fewer than 20 faceted pieces were known for years. That's Musgravite, the elusive cousin of Taaffeite. It was discovered in the Musgrave Ranges of Australia in 1967, and due to its near-identical twin structure to other gems, it was misidentified for decades. Today, verified Musgravite sells for $35,000 to $80,000 per carat, depending on origin and clarity. The highest quality purples from Greenland are now beyond investment grade. What makes it a fortune maker? Its rarity isn't just extreme, it's scientific. Even advanced labs struggle to grow or duplicate it. That means it's non-replicable, and as collectors scramble for next-generation assets, Musgravite stands tall. 2. Serendibite, almost impossible to own. Serendibite is so rare it barely even exists. Discovered in Sri Lanka in 1902, and then again in Myanmar in the 2000s, gem-quality Serendibite is a black hole of value, deep, opaque, and ultra-dense. How rare is it? Only 2 known locations in the world have produced transparent gem-quality material, and of those, only a handful of stones have been fasted. In fact, some Serendibite gems have sold for over $2 million per carat. It's rarely talked about outside elite circles because it simply isn't available to the public. If you ever find a verified Serendibite stone, you don't just own a gem, you own a piece of planetary-level rarity. 1. Taaffeite, the mistaken millionaire. In 1945, a gem dealer bought a box of spinels from Sri Lanka. One stone didn't behave like the others. It had double refraction, something spinel doesn't do. So he tested it. It wasn't spinel, it was a new gem species, previously unknown to science. They named it after him, Taaffeite, pronounced Taaffeite. What makes Taaffeite magical isn't just its rarity, it's the volume of misidentification. Hundreds, possibly thousands, have been sold as spinel over the decades and are still hiding in private collections, antique jewelry, and markets. But now gemologists are retesting old pieces, and values are exploding. Taaffeite has sold for up to $50,000 per carat, and large stones are almost extinct. Taaffeite isn't just a hidden gem, it's a hidden history, and fortune favors those who rediscover it. From chameleon stones to cosmic crystals, these 10 hidden gems prove one thing. Fortune doesn't always glimmer where the spotlight shines. Sometimes it's buried quietly, waiting for someone bold enough to look deeper. Thanks for watching Pro Gems. If this video inspired you, like, comment which gem shocked you most, and subscribe for weekly discoveries.